I don't have no makeup on. It's morning time, girl. It's 8:37. Just got these kids to school, okay? And I just now have like a little time to myself. So I'm trying to hurry up before the little one comes back. But yeah, you guys. So welcome to my channel. My name is Naj. For my 17 subscribers, you've been here before. But if you haven't, welcome. This is a safe space. Okay, it's a beautiful space. Figured I'd basically come on here and talk about how I cope with things and how you can cope with things too, and the best ways I manage stress and whatnot, because I think it's very helpful, especially in a time like this during inflation. Our new president is stressing some people out, and I think the reason why I'm not on here often as I would like to is because I feel like I'm always so hard on myself, and I feel like I wait for like a perfect moment, or like when, for example, like when I'm looking good or have my makeup on, and when like everything's okay in the background and the lighting's good, and you just can't wait for the perfect moment, right? Like you got to be real and raw, which I've been real and I've been raw, but I had to learn. It took me this long just to learn, you know. You just got to come on here and just present yourself, and those that receive it will receive it, and those that don't, and those that want to be judgy will get on. You feel me? So it is what it is. Like I'm sitting here like looking the way I'm looking, and who gonna check me, boo? Okay, let's get to number one. I love air. Okay, and I know I'm starting off very basic, very cliche, but you got to get outside. You got to let the wind flow through your hair. You don't necessarily need to let it flow through your hair, but you know, you just need to get outside more. A lot of times I get depressed and I get really like stressed when I'm in the house a lot, and I'm like, oh my god, like all I ever do is like, you know, go here, go there. Like I need to be able to just flourish and be free and just be able to go wherever I want to go, and it doesn't always work out that way. Oh my god, I totally forgot Snapchat had like this whole little ring light situation going, so now my lighting is much better. What was I saying? Deal with like mental health and just stress, everything is to try and get outside as much as I can. However, sometimes like in my mom's neighborhood where I am, it's not the best neighborhood to be, you know, walking around, just taking like a little jog or whatever, any type of hour of the day, okay, because it's just not that over here, okay. Like it's not dangerous to go outside and take a walk, but you just always don't want to be outside taking a walk or just whatever, because you know you just got to be vigilant. So yeah, when you can't do that though, which I understand completely, oftentimes I kind of get into like this little escape bubble. Often open up my sketchbook, which is how I started to learn how to draw, especially because I would just be in my imagination like all the time. I'll read. I love to read a good book. Don't get me wrong. I haven't read any books since I've been here. Well, I've only read like one book, and that's The Four Agreements, which if you know, you know. But if you don't, you got to get The Four Agreements, because it's a book basically about powerful, like it's just four little simple powerful things in life that we don't pay attention to, that we don't notice. And it's just, for example, like basically the gist of the book right here, I'm gonna give it to you, is watch what you say, watch basically who you keep around, and basically like the information that you take in, because that kind of just acts as like a computer virus almost, because words do have energy and words do have power. You know, like the Bible said in the beginning there was the word, and the word was what? God. God itself is powerful. So you just have to basically be careful with your words, and then also the way that you think and the way that you believe. You know, like basically, I mean, you can, I'm sure you've read the book. If you haven't, I mean, just go like, you know, look it up. I'm not Barnes and Noble. I'm not the best at explaining anything, but I read that book, and it basically brought me a lot of insight. Reading that book, especially while reading my Bible and everything, is like, okay, God, I see you. I receive. So, that's about the only book I've read since I've been out here in LA, which is, I should read more books, honestly. But the Bible is the only book that I've been having my head in, and, you know, really like reading and understanding and everything, because I love me some God. I always have. It brings me to my next, you know, my third option of how I deal with stress and cope with just hard times is I read my Bible and I pray, most importantly. And actually that should be number one, because I think that's the most powerful of them all. So we just gonna kind of bump it woo, 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 and whatever. So that should actually be number one. Like, if you don't believe in God, just, I don't know, I guess just skip the step, and you ain't gonna see no judgment from me, because who am I to judge? You understand me? Like, what Tabitha be saying, that's your business. You understand me? So that's on you. And whatever you do believe in, just, I hope that you're nice to people, and I hope that you're good to people and good to yourself and those around you. And I hope that you definitely keep that love and purity in your heart. Personally, I believe in God, so I read my Bible and I pray a lot. And anytime I just get any kind of negative thought in my head of like, I can't do it, or oh my God, this is stressful, or oh my God, like another day that's just exactly the same as yesterday and the day before that and the day before that, I just pray, because I know it's not going to be like this forever. And I just already understand that where I'm at right now in life, there's a reason why, and it's a reason for everything. You understand me? And especially when you believe in God, you got to keep your faith and your trust in him. So I love me some God. I be praying, I read my Bible, and I was just reading it last night.
Alright. How you gonna sit all day and still can't fight?
I'm in the book of Genesis 15. Basically, I'm in the section of Genesis where God told Abram, you shall no longer be Abram, your name's going to be Abraham from now on, and your wife Sarai, her name's going to be Sarah now, and, y'all going to bear another child, and, I'm going to have this covenant between me, you, and your grandchildren and their descendants and so forth. Yeah, at the part where Hagar, was like, I can't do this no more, and God was like, trust me, my child. So, yeah. I'm at that part. I guess number 4, like another way that I just kind of release stress and kind of escape into a different world. For my mental sake, I play these app games. Okay, now hear me out. For me, I often alternate between 4 games on my phone that I actually love right now. One of them I haven't been playing, and I actually had to delete just due to space, but I will be downloading it again. So that game is called Plant Life, and basically it's just like being a plant mom, but on your phone. It's a game where you can water plants and take care of them, show them love. You can give them sunlight and water, and it's like the game itself is designed like kind of like an old like Game Boy style. It's very like pixelated. It's not like, oh my God, like this is low quality. It's purposefully designed that way. So I love it just for the vibe that it gives. You can do so much more than just, water your plant and give it sunlight. You can decorate your windowsill. You can decorate the room, the wallpaper. You can have like literally all kinds of plants. It'll teach you all these new plant names and just what they look like. And you can also choose like your what is it called? Lo-fi music vibe, or if you want more of an upbeat, like they have a record player you can choose. Just download the game, girl. You're gonna have to see for yourself. It's just such a little beautiful game that I love to play. And that also kind of just helps me escape. And so once I'm done watering all my plants and stuff for the day, then I move on to my next game, which is such a cute little game. It's called Hamster Inn. And it's basically like I run a little hamster hotel, okay? And it's so cute, okay? So you start the game. You're running this hotel. Hamsters come in and they're, they need food. They need this. They need that. But you also, got to work your way up, get enough seeds to buy staff members, and in the midst of all of that, you got a cafe and everything. But in the midst of all that, you got robbers, thieves, I should say. You have, you got the snail that's just super slow. He come take his time. You have and I'll leave the other ones for surprise, because you have to basically unlock these things as you go. And then so you can also get a security guard, which sometimes be stressing me out, because I'll be like, come on security. But then you also have this money hamster that come through, and he just make it rain seeds. And you just, when he come through, you gotta tap on him, keep tapping on him, so you get all the seeds. Because obviously the more seeds you got, the more you can afford, and the more you can afford, the better your hotel will be. So I would really highly recommend that game. That game is super fun. Another game that I really like that's also very, chill vibe and just very mellow, it's called, I can't think of the name right now, but I'm gonna put it right here. okay? And basically this game is like you have your own kind of life in this game. So you can make yourself, you can make your partner. You also have a cat. Put some lime in your water. Some lime in your water is very cleansing. Just download the game, check it out. And then the last game that I like to play is Avatar World. You have like these little avatars, like I create myself, I created my kids, my man, and everything. And you can just like go shopping, do little stuff. You can decorate your home, change the wallpaper, like an airport, just like a little vacation area. After a while, if you play too much, like the game kind of gets, I think, a bit repetitive or boring, if I could say, just because I feel like they do update it. I would just like it to be a little more frequent, and that's just coming from someone that loves the game. So I'm not really on that game as often as the other ones. However, it is a really nice game for me to just kind of escape. So those are like really the only 4 games I play. The last thing I just kind of do to relieve stress is just to kind of take care of myself most of all. Okay, you guys, I hope you can hear me because I just got my baby girl to go to sleep. She's a toddler, but I still call her baby girl. And that was a stressful thing on its own, as it always is, because she does not like nap time. And I think that had to happen. Like, I'm dealing with a lot of little stress just even recording this video, but I think that was God trying to tell me, like, tell them. So I remembered, like, oh my God, let me tell them about balancing life as a mother and a boss. Like, it's an article that I have on my blog page, themedleychest.wordpress.com. Again, I'll leave it in the link in the description. I'll leave it in the bio. And I basically have a whole article on what it's like, how stressful it is, and the things that we as mothers and bosses need to do, or should do, just to kind of balance everything out, because it's not always as easy as it seems. And even if you're not a mom, even if you're just a boss and maybe just like an entrepreneur and a student or whatever, just trying to balance things at the same time, it really works for everybody. I just named it that because that's who I am. So it's about literally prioritizing and planning everything, self-care, how you can even make it work with your partner, everything like that. And I also have a segment on my blog page, a healing segment, which my very first article was about healing your chakras. And I just uploaded another one about how to get the best sleep. And I have another one on how to meditate properly. And just really all things that you can think of when it comes to healing, I will have on there. But also have fun reads on there, like stories. I like to write a lot, so I write stories. I have beauty on there, my beauty routine, what I use for my skin. Although I need to update that one. I have lifestyle stuff like traveling. Anyways, that was all the tips that I could bring you guys. I hope you guys check out my blog page because again, it has a lot of good reads. Not only that, but just take care of yourself. You know, I just made myself some tea because tea helps me relax. Yeah, with that being said, we have reached the end of this video, and I do just want to let you guys know that I am rooting for you. I love you, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And even if you're not having a beautiful day, because let's be honest, a lot of our days are not good. A lot of our days make us drive us crazy, if not most of our days. Just take it a day at a time. And my favorite things to do, like I said, is read my Bible and pray. If you don't believe in God, you can meditate, sleep on it. If you at work and you're stressed out, just close your eyes and just understand that nothing is going to last forever. You are not going to be in this place forever. And you might be in this place a long time if you feel like you have to. But remember, things change when you're ready for them to change. And if you are scared of change, okay, because that's something that I had to deal with. If you are scared of change, don't be. Take your chances. And somebody needs to hear that. Don't be scared. Take your chances and just do what you need to do. You're going to have people and their opinions all the time. You're going to have people and their judgments all the time. But just understand that don't nobody have the right to judge you, and you don't have the right to judge nobody else. I love you. Have a great day. And yeah, that's all I got for this video. And if you like me, give me a like. If you want to subscribe, you can do that too. No pressures, all what your heart feels. But y'all take it easy and take it a day at a time. And remember, don't let nothing stress you out. Some things we just don't have control over. Some things we do have control over. Only focus on the things that you have control over. Okay? Have a good day.